Are you okay? You seem kind of off today.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine. I went through divorce court the other day, so I'm kind of feeling a little off, if that makes sense. Like, I'm good. I just kind of feel, like, off.
Oh, I didn't even know that you're married.
Yeah, actually, we were for a couple years, but I typically don't talk about myself unless someone asks, and you didn't, so I didn't tell you about it.
I'm so glad you loved your hair today. Would you like to go ahead and get rescheduled for your next appointment?
No, actually, I do absolutely love my hair, but I will never be booking another appointment with you.
Oh, okay, no big deal. I'm glad you liked it.
So you're not going to ask why I'm not booking any future appointment with you?
I didn't think it was any of my business, but okay.
Why?
You're divorced. That's not supposed to happen. It's against my religion, and I cannot be around or associate myself with someone who's done something so awful.
Okay, if that... There are many reasons people have stopped coming to me and don't like me in general, but that's a new one.
You think it's funny to do something so horrible?
Yeah, I actually do find that very funny. Because if that is the reason you don't like me, you really don't want to remain one of my clients because you really will not like me once you get to know me better.
I would like you to send me some recommendations of some stylists who have some better morals than you. So have a blessed day.
You're a funny one. You're a funny one.
Hey y'all, does everyone have a moment to talk real quick?
Yeah, you okay?
What's wrong? Are you just getting back from having the meeting with the manager?
So, first off, he has decided that we are not only hiring Harper, but we're also hiring Abby, even though he initially didn't like her interview process, but because we have an empty chair, Abby now will also be joining us.
I thought y'all decided not to go with Abby because she was drama-filled and the interview went awful.
It did. But we're going to try to think positively, and hopefully she'll be here for the better, and nothing's going to go wrong with that. So, fingers crossed with that. But I also wanted to inform you that he has also told me that for right now, I will be acting manager.
Hold on a second. I have been in the industry 5 years longer than you, and I have been at this salon since almost the time it opened, and I got passed up over you?
Yeah, I know. I threw that out there too. He didn't really listen well to that.
Either way, that's really exciting news. Congrats.
Thank you. So there are a few other things that I wanted to go over with y'all real quick. I want to start doing like monthly meetings where it's either individual or big group sessions where we can kind of like go over if y'all are wanting to do more classes or if you're struggling to get clients in your chair or like whatever it may be, so we can talk about different things and team building exercises, like all of those fun different things.
That sounds so nice to have a manager who actually cares about our career and like what we want and like if we're happy here. I really am excited about that.
Right. I don't know if I'm going to stay manager long term. I just know that while I am like acting as manager, I want to make sure that like I'm doing the best I can. I know I'm new to the industry and I know I don't really know exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm going to try really hard. I also want to implement like having like a calendar or something back here with everybody's birthdays on it so we can make sure that we're like celebrating every little thing that goes on in everybody's life. So if like you have a birthday or anniversary or a baby shower or anything like that, like I want to make sure that we are a team.
Aw, that sounds really nice. I like that.
When is the owner coming by the salon? I want to have a conversation with him. I don't know, Jennifer. He is like trying to teach a squirrel how to do tricks. So if you could get him up here to have a full-blown conversation with him, I would love to be a part of that.
Well, if he's not coming up here to have this important conversation, I want to have a conversation with you.
We can absolutely do that. Would you like to do that right now or would you like to do that later?
I can't right now because I have a client, but I'll come grab you later.
Well, that sounds like fun. So, do y'all have any ideas or thoughts on the whole situation?
So, do you have any plans for this weekend? Actually, yes. I'm going on a date to a bar downtown.
Really? Where is he taking you?
She found this bar downtown. It's brand new. It's right beside an ice cream parlor. If you look at it, look, it's so cute.
She? Did you just say she?
Oh yeah, that's nothing new. Isn't that bar so cute?
Hold on. Whoa. You were married to a man.
Yeah, I was. Not anymore.
So now you're one of those?
I guess you were unaware. I've dated both men and women since before my ex.
No, like you've said something about it before, but I honestly just thought you were trying to be trendy.
No, I was not trying to be trendy.
Well, if that's true, then my next appointment, I'd like you to cancel that.
Yeah, sure. Are you wanting to reschedule it or?
I just can't be around someone with such a disgusting lifestyle. I will be praying for you.
Okay, no big deal. I hope you have the day that you deserve, Karen. Bye-bye.
So now that me and my client are done, you and I will have a conversation. Jennifer, I'm having a great day, and yes, I have time for a conversation. Thank you for asking. Your smart-ass tone is not appreciated. Now sit down. I will happily have any conversation with you that you see fit, but first, lose your tone. I'm not the one it needs to be directed at. Bailey, you don't get it. I have been at this salon since a month after it opened. I've been in the industry 5 years longer than you've been. And I brought those exact statements up to the owner when he brought this to my attention. And yet, you still got a manager position over me. I wasn't even talked to about this. And again, I had this conversation with the owner, and I told him that he needed to come up here and have this conversation with all of y'all, much less you who has been here the longest. So what, you're not going to take any type of accountability for this situation? Jennifer, what did you want to happen? He had to put someone's name on the license for the doors to stay open for us to continue to be able. I want to have been offered it. I was put into this position without even being asked. I'm not even getting paid. I'm just not paying booth rent, Jennifer.
Why are you not getting paid?
You remember Tina? She wasn't paying booth rent, so now he's behind and he has to catch up. So instead, I just agreed that in 6 months, we're going to reevaluate, and I'm either going to remain manager and get paid, or he's going to find a new manager. But currently, someone's name had to be put on the license so we can keep the doors open and allow y'all to still to work. Well, I'm just upset that I was not spoken to about this. He just jumped the gun and automatically put you on there with him without even talking to me. And that is valid. And I told him that he needed to come up here and have this conversation, but he would not, and he left it up to me, so I did the best I could. Fine, call the owner. Let's talk to him together. If you're not going to give me the answers I'm wanting, I want to hear it from him. If you can get him up here to have a decently long conversation, absolutely try to do so, but I cannot get that man to give me 5 minutes of his time, so good luck. I am so done with you not taking accountability for your portion of this. I'm calling him right now. Dude, what? How did we get here? Did he answer? No, this is my 4th time calling him and he's not answering. Told you so. Shut up. I told you earlier I do not care what you have to say.
Ew, no ma'am, you're not talking to me like that.
Finally, I need you to come up here to the salon. You were supposed to have this conversation with me.
Hey Jennifer, yeah, I'm headed to the salon right now. Bailey texted and said you're extremely upset.
So now you're going to go and tattle on me? I didn't tattle. I was just informing him so he was aware that you were angry. No, you're tattling on me. You're trying to get me in trouble.
Calm down. I'll be there in just a little bit and we can talk.
Thank you. Don't you go anywhere. You are going to be a part of this conversation as well. Oh, that sounds like so much fun because I wanted this position. See? Got ya. Huh? You wanted this position, so you put my wants and needs behind your own because you're selfish. Yeah, because my favorite thing to do in the world is not get paid. Get back here. You're going to be part of this conversation as well. Where are you going? I am so disappointed in you. Your client has sat here for the last 30 minutes and you've not said a word to her.
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
I've watched you the entire time that you've had your client before you put her underneath the dryer, and you've not spoke a word to her other than asking her what she wants. That is extremely rude.
No. She gets a silent appointment, so there is no talking. It's just relaxation. That's what she asked for.
Kathy, can you believe that? She is lying to my face. My hairstylist would never do that to me. Yeah, it's a thing. But I've never offered it to you because you're just a very talkative person, and I never thought you would actually want a silent appointment. Don't you try to go and defend her. You know better than that, Bailey. I'm disappointed in you, and I will be calling the owner of this salon to make sure she is aware of just how rude you are to your clients.
Would you like me to bring my client back in here? No, I'm not doing that. I tried to care. It felt gross. So have the day you deserve, Karen. Bye.
A silent appointment. Kathy, can you believe that? That is ridiculous. She's just rude. She shouldn't work here. You deserve a better hairstylist at the salon than that. That is just disgusting behavior. It's about damn time that you've gotten here.
Excuse me?
You decided to take your time getting here, even after you knew Bailey had a very important conversation with me that you should have had with me. Instead, you put her as manager and decided to her to tell me instead of you to come here and tell me I've been loyal to you.
Hold on a second. That's enough.
No, you're going to hear what I have to say. I have been here since almost a month after this salon opened, and you're going to pass up me as manager for Bailey?
Is that it? Are you done yet?
No, I have been loyal to you, and you decide to send her in here to have this conversation with me instead of you coming in here and having a conversation with me. I should have heard this information from you.
That's enough. You're listening to me now. Oh, so now you want to take the time to talk to me.
Let's get one thing straight. This is my salon. My name is on this building and I choose who runs it. And if I decide I want Bailey as manager, so be it. Like, I get that, but like, I've been here longer. Have you been here longer than Bailey? Yes. Longer than anyone else other than the manager who just quit? Yes. But you have shown to me time and time again you are not ready for manager experience. Why would you say that? Instead of asking yourself, why am I not put as manager, you automatically throw a hissy fit like a child. I didn't think it was fair. Me not having that discussion with you, that's completely fair. I can see where you're coming from with that, but you're not allowed to throw a hissy fit. I just had my feelings hurt. This was a very impromptu decision. Charles quit on me out of nowhere, and I just had to make sure that the doors stay open. I'm not even paying Bailey because I financially cannot currently. Yeah, she told me that you weren't paying her. So how badly do you want this position? Bailey took it because she only has half the clientele that you currently have because you've been in the industry longer. So she took it without pay to keep the doors open, to help you of all people. No, I just wanted to be considered. Jennifer, I considered you, but I could not come to you with such a big ask knowing that you had so much on your plate. So if you are done, you may walk away and grab Bailey. Yeah, I'm done. Bailey? Well, the conversation with Jennifer went super well. Yeah? And how did that go?
Yeah, you weren't kidding when you said she was angry.
Told you so.
And all of that over the fact she wants to be manager and I didn't want her to be.
Out of that entire conversation, you got the fact that she is mad that she isn't manager out of that?
Yeah.
You're stupid. You're just stupid. You're stupid.
Excuse me?
If you'd have actually listened to me or to her, you would have understood the fact that she's not mad that she's not manager. She's mad that she wasn't even considered for management. And then you didn't have the conversation with her. You have been her boss for years now. She has shown me she's not ready to be manager. And that's fair. She doesn't have to be manager. The issue is that you didn't talk to her. Has everyone forgotten I'm the owner? I can do what I want? You're a little power trippy, aren't you?
What do you mean by that?
Hold on.
I'm the owner of the salon. Listen to me.
I feel like if you were a cartoon, that would be your best representation of who you are.
You are not allowed to talk to me like that.
Yes, you are the owner of the salon, but you can't keep the doors open without someone's name on the building, and your automatic go-to was me. So,
now look who's power trippy.
Fair. I had to get it in there. I had to get the jab in there. But let's just be very clear. I will not be putting up with what Charles had to be put up with or had to put up with, because if someone is stealing or someone needs to be gone, I will not be checking in with you.
No, we've talked about this. You check in with me first.
I'm guessing you haven't read your email. I sent you a handbook that I typed up last night of a whole bunch of rules and regulations I want the girls to abide by, and anyone else who decides to come into the salon, if they don't abide by those rules, then they're gone.